Good morning, please state your name.
My name is Joe Kornberg.
Mr. Kornberg, this is the time for your initial appearance. You are here this morning on charges of terrorism, criminal damage, and rioting. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to be represented by an attorney, and it is ordered appointing the Legal Defender's Office to represent you. We are going to discuss your conditions of release today. To prepare for that, I have reviewed the interim complaint, which describes the circumstances surrounding your arrest. And I have also reviewed information provided by pretrial services about you. That lets me know what information you were able to provide regarding your ties to the community, as well as references, and it contains their assessments and recommendations. The state is recommending that you be held on a bond of $15,000, and if released to pretrial services. Would the state like to be heard further?
Yes, Your Honor. This individual was identified and later specifically identified as being a person that provided material support to a violent riot and / attack at a government detention facility in which individuals assaulted staff, threw items, and caused injury to staff and over $31,000 in damages. Your Honor, it has also been alleged that he allegedly also was observed throwing things as well. Your Honor, this was all part of a violent attack on a secure government facility, and it is a situation where the severity of the results were likely augmented because of the defendant's efforts.
Thank you. Defense?
Yes, Judge. I understand the criminal damage and the rioting charges. However, I have an issue with the probable cause for terrorism. And I didn't have a lot of time to research this, but I believe the ARS defines it as terrorism would involve the use of a deadly weapon or weapon of mass destruction. Here, the allegations are that they supplied 55-gallon, looks like riot shield type, like homemade or makeshift riot shields. And there were objects, not defined what those objects were that were thrown. I don't think that qualifies as a deadly weapon or weapon of mass destruction. And again, I did not have very long to research the terrorism statute. It's the first I've seen of it, but it looks like I don't see probable cause for terrorism charges.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the state would refer everybody to 13-2308.01A, subsection A, 6C, providing any person with material support or resources or any other means of avoiding discovery, and also providing assistance, subsection 6, providing assistance or direction in the conduct, financing, or management of terrorist act by reason to know, et cetera, as well as 5, make property available to another by transaction, transportation, or otherwise having reason to know the property is intended to facilitate an act of terrorism. It would appear that this person decided to essentially give shields and ersatz armor to people making a violent attack on a lawfully operating government facility. Terrorism, the dictionary terrorism is the imposition of one's political views on another via violence, and this person did provide material support. A half of a 55-gallon steel oil drum can just as well be a shield and a weapon. Thank you.
No, I'm going to ask my questions first. So, Mr. Poston, under ARS 13-2301, do you need me to repeat that?
Got it. Go ahead.
Okay, and then let's see. If we go down to the definition of terrorism there, it's under, I think,
12.
Yeah, 12. It says any felony, including any completed or preparatory offense that involves the use of a deadly weapon or a weapon of mass destruction or the intentional or knowing infliction of serious physical injury with the intent to do the following. And so I think that the argument is hinging on whether there was a deadly weapon um, or the intentional infliction of serious physical injury.
At this point, Your Honor, this individual is charged essentially for aiding, abetting, and providing material assistance to terror. What we have here is this crowd, this mob was apparently upset at current ICE policy, and while they're free to protest, the First Amendment doesn't give them the right to start attacking staff, attacking buildings, causing damage. We have subsection B, which talks about public establishments or public services, intimidate or coerce. If these weren't sworn ICE agents and they were just security population, they absolutely qualify as a civilian population.
Oh, absolutely. Mr. Poston, the only concern I have is whether anything they did involved the use of a deadly weapon or knowing infliction of serious physical injury. That's where
There are allegations in the interim complaint of a great deal of damage, and that wasn't caused by harsh language. That was caused by an attack. And as far as dangerous weapons, half of a 55-gallon oil drum is hardly a cardboard child cosplay shield. That is a weapon in and of itself. And again, it would appear that the defendant, now I'd have to look at the IC again. One of this individual or his co-defendant apparently is a welder. So there appears to be some cottage industry of creating weapons. It's in the plea. It's in the IC, excuse me. There seems to be some cottage industry of making weapons to aid them in their attacking of ICE personnel and ICE facilities. So a large piece of steel with a handle welded to it is just as much a shield as a weapon, and vice versa.
Okay, thank you. And then I think defense might have wanted to, I don't know if you have anything more to add now.
Your Honor, just that, I mean, a shield, the definition is use of a deadly weapon or weapon of mass destruction. Here we have a shield and no other description of any deadly weapon. And not dangerous weapon we're referred to. It says deadly. And also there's no, I saw nothing about any serious physical injuries. And property damage is not part of the definition. So I don't see how probable cause could possibly be found for terrorism, Your Honor.
Quote from the interim complaint, Your Honor. The protesters then used the shields to further press into security despite loud audible commands from the police to leave. They are using the items to throw at the building and security staff, striking several of them. Again, a huge slab of steel cut from a 55-gallon steel oil drum can cause just as much damage as it's a large hunk of steel being used as a cudgel weapon. That is dangerous.
Thank you.
There's no allegation that the shield was used as a cudgel or a weapon.
Thank you.
The protesters were observed using the provided items to throw at the building and security staff. A shield can be thrown just as easily as anything else.
A shield was not thrown, Mr. Poston.
Please stop. All right, so based on the way the interim complaint is written today and the information I have before me, I do not find probable cause for the terrorism charge, but I do find probable cause for the other charges. And then, counsel, I don't know, did you want to make any further argument about bond?
What was the state recommending? I forget. What's the, I would just,
50, 50, Your Honor, 50,000.
I would recommend a $10,000 fine.
Thank you. And was there an amended recommendation, Mr. Poston?
There was, Your Honor. I can send it to you right now.
I don't need you to send it to me right now. The one that I have in the file said 15. So, okay.
And Your Honor, the state believes 50,000 is appropriate given the fact that we have seen we've seen fatalities and threats to government officials as well as political figures in the last couple of months, couple of weeks. And Your Honor, the fact is, political disagreements do not warrant violence and harm to others.
Thank you, Mr. Poston. All right, I am going to order a bond of $20,000, cash or secured. If you are released, you'll be released to pretrial services. Monitoring or treatment is directed by pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons. No contact with the alleged victims. Do not return to the incident location. And your next court date will be a preliminary hearing on September 29th at 1:30 in the afternoon. If you are released and then fail to appear for court on that day, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Do you understand, Mr. Kornberg?
Yes.
All right, that's all for today.
Your Honor, was Vera keep separate from his co-defendant?
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.